and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and so me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at another Let's Play episode of Coffee Buns. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. I grabbed the hem of my shirt and ball the fabric up. I do not want to inadvertently graze anything up against my nipples again. Taking care to keep my shirt as far away from my torso as possible, I lift my shirt up inch by inch. I stale myself for the side I know I'm about to see. I see their shadow first and gulp. My own body is casting a shadow on itself, and after a few deep breaths, I keep lifting. Two round masses emerge from under the hem, hanging from my chest and exposed to the full brunt of gravity. Ha! Another inch, and I see two dark pink circles emerge. They yank my shirt down. Oh, God. Fuck! Nipple! I wince as those same circles shoot jolts of pain through my body as fabric scrapes across them. It's like they're punishing me for hiding them. My eyes remain pinched shut as I hiss out a few breaths to wait out the pain. Okay, don't freak out this time, okay? I don't really trust myself to follow my little prep talk, but there's nothing else for me to do. When I look up, I notice that my shirt pulled tight just makes them look bigger, and when I put some slack back into it. Once again, I lift my shirt, going even slower this time. I reach the point where I lost my nerve and yank up to get it over with. There they hang in all their fullness, ready to exaggerate my subtlest motions. I don't breathe for a few seconds. Holy shit, they're actual boobs! That's really the only word for them. They're not swollen pecs, they're not growths on my chest, they're not a dewlap or some other side effect of my rabbit transformation. They're just boobs. A woman's boobs. Nothing else about my frame has changed. My chest and hips and shoulders are just as wide, and my body hair, sparse as it is, still clings to my arms. But there's no denying what they are. With more caution than I've ever used on my own body, I reach a finger up to prod at one. For the first time, they're not squeezed or scraped or filled with crackling transformative energy. I'm simply touching them. It's kind of ticklish. They're far more sensitive than anything else in my body, but the sensation is brisk and fleeting, not the overwhelming throbbing of them growing in. I find myself losing a minute to tracing around them, affirming their size. Are they big? After at least a decade of appreciating breasts, I'm suddenly at a loss to qualify them. I'm definitely not as big as Ash. It may be close to Naomi's size? There's no good way to estimate considering our relative sizes. Who knows what these would look like on Naomi's waifish figure? I keep my fingers splayed to make sure I don't touch my nipple and hold one from below, hefting it up only enough to gauge its weight. These are bigger than Kelsey's. I've dated her recently enough to confidently say I've got bigger boobs than my most recent girlfriend. A crossed wire in my brain transposes the memory of feeling up my girlfriend with how I'm touching myself, and a tingle relays through my nerves and lands between my legs. My cock swells in time with my heartbeat. The realization makes me drop my breast alarm. It sags back down before settling into place. Oh God! Oh God! Shit! What the hell am I gonna do? You're gonna fucking post that shit to OnlyFans and make some motherfucking money! I keep staring at them as if they'll tell me. My ear twitches just enough to catch my attention, and I lift my eyes up to see them barely framed in the mirror. Wait, this is from the tea, right? I can just get rid of them when I get rid of these dumb ears. I probably shouldn't be so confident, but I'm desperate for a way out of this. The printout Naomi dropped off is still in my back pocket, but I want to confirm something first. Excuse me. I carefully scoop my shirt back over my torso, leaving as wide a clearance as I can for my breast, and pull out my phone. You know, that apartment is really way nicer than I assume someone who works at a coffee shop would be able to afford. Where is this place? I'd like to move here. Naomi's name is among the names at the top of my text messages. Hey, I wanted to ask, can you transform more than a few hours after drinking the tea? She starts texting back almost immediately. Sure, sometimes, especially if you give in to instincts or something like that. Why, did you grow more hair? Or should I say hair? She has a GIF image of a mugging dog ready at the hip. Yeah, sure. Are the instructions any different? Nope, just meditate like normal. I hope you're not getting rid of those beautiful ears already. This time she uses footage of a cat with superimposed tears. I think they'd hit the baseboard while I tried to sleep. We'll have to do it later. I could probably dye some celery white if you wanted to be Bunnicula for Halloween. I'll keep you posted. There's absolutely no way in hell I'm going to drink the tea if there's a chance this could happen again, but she doesn't need to know that right now. I pull out the primed guide Naomi gave all of us. I notice the logo of her workplace at the top. It's written like it's instructions for the customers here and there. It only takes a few seconds to skim through the crisply articulated directions. Okay, I just need to calm down and picture my regular body. There's more about maintaining any changes you want to keep, but that's not relevant for me. I lower myself onto the couch as gradually as possible and take a seat. Okay, just gotta relax. Calm yourself down for a nice, low-key evening. You won't have whiskers or tits, and you can veg out and do nothing but play Orb Shinjuku for the rest of the day. The idea of permitting myself to waste an evening on the couch as I make my little guy parkour all over rooftops for hours on end goes a long way to calming me down. I close my eyes and take a deep breath in through my nose. 2 seconds, I let it out through my mouth. Repeat the process a few more times, trying to avoid impatiently skipping to the next step. The breathing actually works. I'm indeed calming down, though admittedly I had a high baseline to descend from. I repeat the cycle more times than I need in order to be absolutely sure I'm doing it right. Okay, now just envision your normal body. It's a simple enough task. Though the moment I try it, it feels like I've forgotten a fact the moment a test is placed in front of me. I stall for a moment. You just looked at yourself last night, remember? It's true, though that somehow doesn't make it any easier. My brow furrows and my nose twitches as I struggle to conjure the image of mine. You're skinny, you're pale, you've got longish hair, and you have sad eyes. Everything I think is true, but it only does so much to help. At the risk of undoing my initial meditation, I open my eyes and pull out my phone to scroll through my camera roll. The photos of myself are few and far between, but after a minute or two I have enough to jog my memory. I shut my eyes again. Okay, that's what you look like. Duh. I return to focusing on the body I'm apparently so inept at picturing. The body that netted me 1 undergraduate degree, 5 okayish jobs, and 8 girlfriends. My breaths become shallower and broader as I settle into my meditative state. I hold on tight as I can to the sights and feelings I'm able to associate with my body. The way I move my hands when washing myself in the shower, the places where my clothing fits tightly when I dress in something formal, the way things fall when I take the initiative to exercise. I've never been called upon to concentrate so thoroughly on my body. Until now, I've been prone to taking it for granted. It wasn't worth thinking about much. But I'm able to hold on to just enough. I can tell it's working, even though the instructions told me to try and not to think about things reverting. Just on the periphery of my consciousness, I can feel my ears growing lighter and whiskers failing to tickle my cheeks. I hunch forward a little so I won't feel my breath slide against my shirt as they shrink. The whole process is taking longer than I've ever meditated before, but I need to do things right. My breath doesn't waver as I let my body revert to its base state. I even let myself sit for a few minutes longer than I think I need, just to remove any last trace of my transformation. The apartment is as silent as I can ever remember as I sit in peace for a few moments more. Uh-oh. When I open my eyes, I don't see anything odd where my nose should be. I run my tongue along my teeth to find a flat row. My hands reach for my ears and I find 2 small cups like I expect. Oh, thank God. I reach down to my chest and finger jabs at my 2 sensitive nipples. God damn it! I leap up as I yelp, and press my palms against my still prominent breast to try and dull the pain. What are they still doing here? As soon as they stop hurting, I try to ascertain their size. They're not even smaller! My shirt stays in place, but they're definitely the same size. I grab the instructions to read through again. Even it says things usually turn back in the reverse order of how they changed. They should have been the first thing to go away. The guide doesn't offer any more insights no matter how many times I read it. Do I have to ask Naomi? I'm almost about to text her and be more specific with my questions before realizing why I can't. Wait, I can't tell her I'm going boobs? Shit, why couldn't any of my other friends be the ones who are experts on the tea? I'm frozen for what feels like minutes as I contemplate what else on earth I could do. The only thing capable of shaking me from my indecision is the key I hear in the front door lock. Fuck, fuck, fuck! I clutch my breast tight to my chest with my forearms and dash into my bedroom. 1 second later, I hear Roman open the door and step inside. Hey, bud, felt bad you were feeling sick, so I picked up some Asso de Polo on the way back from work. I'm gonna heat it up for you if that's cool. Get off my drink, you little fly. I lean against my door, still holding tight to my chest. Oh, hey, roomie, aren't you, home early? Supervisor booked too many bartenders, so I volunteered to eat the hours. Really? On a Saturday? Yeah, kinda dead tonight for some reason. That's a yes on... Is that a yes on microwaving the soup? I can hear the beeps on our combination hood microwave. So what's wrong? You got a cold or something? Not really. It's more like... I removed my arms from my chest and looked down. Swelling. Oof, sounds rough. 90 seconds on that soup, by the way. I frantically look around for something to hide my breasts and find a hoodie draped on the back of a chair. I grab it and pull it on, giving my chest a foot of clearance as I lower the hem. Once I tug everything into place, I look straight down. That's hiding them, right? If I concentrate, there's no way I can't. I think I can make out the very top of each of them. I only have to lean forward a smidgen before the hoodie drapes enough to be flat. Okay, I can last for 5 minutes out there like this. I shuffle out of my room and don't have to put too much effort into looking unwell. Hey! Roman looks up from getting a set of bowls and spoons from our cupboards. Hell, you look rough. Yeah, not feeling the best. I'll probably just eat and try to get some rest. Sure, Naomi said that's the best way to get rid of any effects from the tea. A memory of Naomi lecturing on the tea floats to the surface of my mind. Wait, is that what I need to do to get rid of these? Oh, yeah, that's probably what I should do. He pours the steaming soup from its plastic takeout container into 2 bowls and brings them to the table. Whatever you need, bro. Unless Naomi's very wrong about how the tea works, the soup won't help me in my dilemma, but the steamy aroma does do something for my mood. I dip my spoon in and take my first sip. It's rich and flavorful and fills me with a warmth I didn't know I was looking for. I take another 2 spoonfuls before speaking. Dang, this stuff's good. Where'd you get it? Oh, this is from Taurus's. It's like the only Puerto Rican bodega on this side of town. I'd have to get some from Abuelita to get much better. I'd have to go down to New York for that, though. Still pretty good. I should bring some from her next time I visit a family. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Hiccuping. Alright, that'd be nice. We both eat in silence for a minute. So, did you meditate away the rabbit bits to try and feel better? My flinch makes some of the soup drip back into the bowl. Oh, yeah, I thought that might help. Plus, I wasn't enjoying myself all that much. No? I thought you looked pretty cool. This time my clipped laugh makes a drop fall into the bowl. Cool? I think it's hard to make a fluffy white bunny look very cool. What do you mean? Listen, I know you don't just tell your friend they look dumb to their face, but you don't have to put that much lipstick on the pig. Seriously, man, I thought it was a good look. I shouldn't shake my head in front of him so adamantly, but I don't stop myself. Look, you can say whatever you want, but that doesn't change the fact it's not right. Not right how? I mean, like, looking like that, I couldn't do the things I want. It didn't look like your ears were getting in the espresso machine, dude. No, I mean, I wouldn't look right aesthetically. If I want to do certain things, I have to look the part. Like, I want to look like I'm competent at my job, right? The rabbit thing just didn't vibe with that. I don't know what you mean, man. I know I'm not explaining it well, but I'm still exasperated. Look, there's a certain way I want to come across. I want to look competent. I want to look confident. And I want to look like a guy some lady might be interested in, right? I want to look like a responsible, well-adjusted guy. Well, what's a white bunny doing for any of that? I don't even look like I'm wearing the right clothes for those ears. I look like I'm supposed to be wearing like a Peter Rabbit frock or something. I don't think rabbit ears make that kind of stuff impossible. I want to contradict him right away, but I want to finish the soup before it gets cold, too, and take a few quick bites before I continue. Sorry, man, I'm not seeing it. I feel like you can look like whatever, and if you're confident, people will pick up on that. Dude, that's way too easy for you to say. You look like a bartender. You look like a lifeguard. It's all in the performance, dude. He grabs an empty glass off the table, flips it, lands it on the back of his hand, then flips it back onto the table. Sure, whatever. I'd try it again sometime. Maybe get some second opinions. Some chicks might be into rabbits. Maybe the ones that like... I stop myself. Look, there's not many nice ways to say it, but rabbits have a very... I feel the weight of my breast pull up at my chest. Feminine connotation. Roman shrugs. Yeah, maybe sometimes. I don't know, I've seen you talk to ladies. You've got some charm. Make it work for you. You don't have to let what you look like dictate what you can do. He finishes his bowl. You want more? No, I don't want to have too much before I try to sleep off whatever I've come down with. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silver, and thank you for going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Cheresm Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits to get access to all of our not safe for work content as little as $5, alrighty? I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!